WhiskyJason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American in Germany, often tasting rare and exotic whiskeys. Today, I'm not sure if it's that rare and exotic. Royal Salute 21-year-old Chivas Brothers Edition, the signature blend. So, what we have here is a fabulous box. Come on, all right? So, then we open up this fabulous box. It even has a little tab here with magnets in it, and you get this very, very, I'm going to call it ugly, but some of the people would actually call it a little bit here, beautiful type of box with all that information. Now, what I did not know and what I should have known, well, I bought the bottle because it was recommended to me, is the Royal Salute was created to mark the coronation of Queen Elizabeth II in 1953 and was named after the 21-gun salute fired from the Tower of London for royal celebrations. Okay, Royal Salute 21 makes sense. The Tower of London has a colorful history, including being home to a collection of exotic animals. All right, free to roam the tower's grounds for more than 600 years. These animals were presented by monarchs around the world and considered to be the ultimate regal gift. So you see some of these, the owls, and you see an ostrich, and you see a lion and butterflies and whatever else here. All right, so maybe that's a little bit that is all about. Now on the back, we actually have here the master. So the master blender for Royal Salute, and that's Sandy Hyslop. I hope I pronounced your name correctly, Sandy, Hyslop. Just recently, about a month or two ago, he was on WhiskyCast, Mark Gillespie, and they talked about the Royal Salute. They talked about the special editions. They talked about the warehouse they have and the facility they have for storing. And he talked also about the apprentice he has. If I remember correctly, it's a lady. He has been training her now for the last 4 or maybe 5 years. He's going to retire soon, and she's going to take over. And one of the things that is Royal Salute's calling card is basically the continuous quality of the whiskeys. All right, so now who buys this? Who buys a Royal Salute 21-year-old? Now, this is a ceramic bottle. You can see the white. It's blue. There have been red and so on. Should somehow imitate the royal jewels in the royal crown. So I'm going to get rid of this. Now, this whiskey here is bought by, I'm going to say, higher class business executives. All right, this is not bought by a whiskey geek or a whiskey nerd. Why not? First of all, it's 40%. We want more. We want more than the legal bare minimum. This is colored. We want natural color. This is chill filtered. We want non-chill filtered. We want to see our whiskey. We don't want a pretty bottle with a big box. One of the best things you can get us basically would be a bottle that looks like, yeah. This is the bottle we love, all right? So I'm not sure about the color here, but signature vintage, one label, single barrel, all the information, back label, nothing. This is a geek nerd bottle, all right? So this is not the bottle you gift to your business partner. This is the bottle you gift to your business partner, all right? So, and this is the person who buys this probably has bought it for the last 20 to 30 years. Why? Because he usually doesn't, or she, but I think it's more of a he. If I were to guess, I would say 85, if not 90% of all the people that drink Royal Salute are going to be guys, that old leather chair and that old stereotype there, because they've done this now since 1980. So they started way back when, and this is their go-to drink. They don't buy anything else, maybe Macallan once or twice, but if I say, hey, have you tried anything new from Glenturret? Have you tried anything new maybe from a new distillery, Nick Need? They're going to look at me and go, son, I have no idea. Would you like a Royal Salute 21? That's my drink of choice. And they have a decanter, they have it there, and they drink it, and so on. If they put it on rocks, no problem. It's their whiskey. They can do whatever they want to with it. So if I look in the bottom of the bottle here, I can actually see a little bit of information. It says here, the light is always my problem. 1 second. I can help myself. Aha! So we have a 20/10/04. And what is very interesting is that they have their lot or their batch numbers are basically, it's LKSP. They are all that. And then I have the number 4558. All right, so I could not find any information of this on Whiskey Base yet. So, but I did find another one that was bottled on the 17th of February 2020. So apparently they did something, at least 2 bottlings in 2020. All right, so what am I going to compare it to? I'm going to pull out the big boy. I just recently used this as well with the amazing whiskey from Vic, the 25-year-old Secret Space Eye, also 40%. And I'm going to pull out the 18-year-old Chivas Regal. All of these are from Pernod Ricard. So their branch in Scotland is called Chivas Brothers. And so we have the Chivas Regal. So, and this is 18 years of age. So, whoops, I'm going to have to, that's the right glass here. That's this one. And this is this one. All right, good, got it. So I did my German video, and those were the glasses I had before. All right, so 55 euros over here for the 18-year-old. Maybe on sale, you could say it's for 50 euros. I need to buy a new bottle. I go through about 1 or 2 bottles a year, not because I drink them, but because I recommend it so often that people buy it, and we have samples. 55 euros, 100 euros, 200 euros. Now, between the 21 and 25, it doubles in price. And between the 18 and the 21, whoops, it almost also doubles in price. Oh, a tiny little thing which I wanted to show was the corks here. So, first of all, I thought they were kind of identical until I looked at them. This is metal, this is plastic, but the shape. The 21 is, the 25 is so thin and normal, and the 21 is a huge thing like we have with Elijah Craig, basically, all right? So I thought that was a little bit of a funny thing there. The guy, Sandy, talked about then their warehouse where they're storing whiskeys for the next 20 to 30 years. So the whiskey they buy today will be, they apparently buy new make also, will be stored and will wait in their warehouse facilities for 20, 18, 21, 25, maybe even older, until it reaches exactly that moment where they say, hey, we're going to blend it, we're going to use it, and we're going to create our next masterpiece. I think that's amazing, all right? So imagine I started working in the whiskey industry today and said, hey, I want to buy something and I want to keep it until I'm 30. I'm 80 plus years of age. Not going to happen. And so if you're 30, and you are going to say, hey, before I retire, I want to have a 30-year-old whiskey, so I'm 60 then. You have to do it before your 35th birthday to get it up and running before you're 65. That's a once-in-a-lifetime type of thing. You cannot create basically 2 30-year-old whiskeys in your lifetime. You just probably normally won't make it. All right, we don't talk about color. Why not? They're all colored. They all received some of that evil artificial coloring. Oh, so let's go to the 21 first. I like. I described it like this in my German video. It almost has a feel a little bit of pot still spice. It's very spicy. There's a little bit of clove. There's a little bit of cinnamon. There's a lot of wood in there. There's that malt in there. And a little bit of pepper, more of a white pepper. It's spicy type of moment. There's a tiny bit of honey, and it's very nice. Over here, the 18-year-old, it's younger. So it's younger. There's a little bit more of a grain moment in there. And if I go over to the 25-year-old, this is like liquid honey. This is, I do not like the price tag, but I like the whiskey, at least in comparison to these. These two, you can almost smell or identify the age. There's something older about those, something more of a depth, more of a complexity in there. It's very, very interesting to be able to compare the 18, the 21, and the 25. I don't know anyone that's done that before. Do you? Question of the day, has anyone else online compared the 18, the 21, 25? I'm sure there's been other people that did it as well. Put a link down in my video comments so I can actually watch those videos and see if they come to a similar conclusion as I do. All right, the 21, all 40%. Cheers. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Hmm. The thing that surprises me the most about the 21-year-old is still the amount of alcohol brightness and sharpness and my tongue tickles a little bit. There's like that bubbly type of, no, it's not bubbly, it's like that needle feeling when the alcohol attacks your tongue. I've already done, I've had 4 tiny drams already, and this is now going to my second video. This was my control whiskey at the beginning. I did a video with 3 of these, and now I'm doing the second video with 3 of these. That's enough for today. It's not the fact that I haven't gotten used to the alcohol, it's the fact that there's a peppery hotness to this, which I would not expect from a 21-year-old. I do not get it from the 18, and I definitely do not get it from the 25-year-old. That surprises me. Now, I don't know if it's actually planned, if it's with purpose that they do this, or is it just some of that development of the cask they had. So don't forget that many casks are basically at the beginning bourbon casks. So you use them once in America. The law says only once, a fresh new charred oak container, and then you send those over to Scotland after 4, 6, 8 years, whatever the whiskey's been in it for the bourbon, and you fill it up and you use it once. And I'm fairly certain that they do not have any first fill casks in here. Why not? That would be very, very over oaked. That would be like chewing on a popsicle stick is what I call it. So they would probably have second and third fill casks in here that are quiet casks that have been laying and maturing for 21 years in a nice, cool, hopefully climate neutral place where there's not much change there, where the humidity is not too high, not too low, so that the angels do not share to not have their angel share is not too high. And then they actually take this. If I remember what Sandy said in his video, I think there's like 28 different distilleries involved in making this one whiskey. Now, Chivas Regal do not own 28 distilleries in Scotland. What they have to do, they have to share and trade stock. So they say, hey, we have a barrel here, or we have maybe a batch of barrels, maybe 10 or 20 or 100 barrels, and they're all maybe 15 years old. Could we get from you maybe some 15-year-old stuff? And they would swap back and forth. And if no money is really involved, then why not just do that? All right. So, hey, that's kind of cool. And then the other people have something they can blend with, and you have something you can blend with. And that's what many people do. There is a peppery spiciness to this, which does not go away. That's actually a very, very interesting fact here. I would almost go towards a ginger moment here, which I normally don't get. All right. So, the 18-year-old. Hmm. 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 I like the 18-year-old. Oh, yeah. So I do this, and there's this moment where I think they put some stock in here, which is older. Maybe 20, maybe 25 years of age, whatever. And I get this wonderful finish. It is a little bit of a grainy moment at the beginning. It is a little bit of a light moment. But there, towards the end of that finish, that which my mouth, I have it for, let's say, 18 seconds. All right. So 18 years old, 18 seconds. And it just remains, and it's good. It's not the heat that I have here. There's not the pepper that I have here. It's not the ginger that I have here. It's a very, very nice, complex, darker moment that is, yeah, yeah, that clover, that cinnamon, that allspice, but it's it's good, And it's a little bit of the woodiness comes through as well. Let's go for wood, a darker wood moment. All right, let's go over to the 25-year-old, which I think is incredibly sweet on the nose. And on the palate, I do not think I will be disappointed. Cheers. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. In comparison to these two, this is honey sweet. This is almost a liqueur. A liqueur. Liqueur. Oh yeah. Very, very nice end here. This is a very good whiskey. Is it worth its money? No, it's not worth 200 euros. I don't think there's hardly any whiskeys in the world that could be worth 200 euros. I think the Bushmills 28 1992 Malaga was maybe worth 200. Now it goes for 300 and 600 and so on. But it's got a little bit of spice in there as well. Got a tiny, 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 tiny little bit of maybe a little bit of barrel char, maybe a little bit of peatedness in there. But mew. If I were to rank these according to my flavor profile, the 25 I like the best because it's sweet. The 18 I like the best because it has a good and then an excellent finish. And the 21 loses. So I'm going to give this actually a C minus and a value for money, a D minus. So 100 euros is not something I would put on the table for this, for me to drink. Now, if I have a boss or a father-in-law or a colleague I want to impress and I have 100 euros left over and I want to give them this wonderful gift package and this beautiful bottle, ceramic and so on, that reminds them of the jewels from the Queen's crown, go for it, all right? This does look a little shabbier in comparison. This is just a tiny little box, a very thin, very wobbly plastic and so on. So it doesn't have the same appeal. Unfortunately, I didn't get any type of packaging or I threw it away. I didn't get any packaging. I know exactly. I bought this without the packaging. And I think I got 30 or so euros even off because of that. Something happened, it was damaged or whatever, and so I got a bargain because the bottle was intact, and I said, I don't care about the packaging, I'm buying it for the juice in there. So, question of the day, of the different Chivas Regal products, which one is your favorite? Is it the Royal Salute 21? Is it the Chivas Regal 18? Is it the Chivas Regal Extra Blended Scotch Whisky in a red box? Is it the Mitsunara Special Edition in the green box? You can actually see it here. Is it the 15 Gold finished in Grand Champagne Cognac casks? I have a 13-year-old extra finished in rye casks or matured. I don't know yet. There's so many different products here from Chivas Regal. What is your favorite? Please write it down in the chat or the comments. And also the question was, who else do you know that has compared online on YouTube these three products or even more from Chivas Regal as well? All the best. WhiskyJason here. And don't forget to like, subscribe, tell others, and maybe even share this video on social media if you know a place that is specially devoted to Chivas Regal. 1, 2, 3. Value for money. 1. I don't know, and way too expensive. All the best. Bye-bye.